what specific, I mean, you mentioned some, but what specific aspects do you think really help develop students, whether it's in Scotch College or in the Australian grammar school in Vietnam? What skills do you think it takes for a student to become that global citizen?
Yeah, it's a deep question, that Douglas, because I answer that question as a British person living in Australia. I answer that question as somebody who speaks French and Russian. That's my academic background. Therefore, someone who's understood different cultures. France, not so different. Russia, very different from where I am. Somebody who has introduced the International Baccalaureate in a school in the United Kingdom, because I believe international mindedness was absolutely critical. Somebody who also made sure that a really formative and sympathetic and positive educational experience was given to our overseas students in the two schools that I've taught in. We really do believe that they add so much colour and richness to a school, and we think that's absolutely vital. Someone who admires Yichen for the way you're bringing up your kids, Yichen. I think it's wonderful that you're giving your children experiences of two cultures, and as you say, Douglas, that capacity is very important. But how do you do that in the school? Well, you do it by creating a real love and regard and celebration for the way other people think. I think that's so important. We can spend our time with people like us a lot, and it's very helpful for students to meet those who are different from themselves, who think differently, who form their sentence, their own purpose in life very differently. I think that's vital. So our young people then move into other circumstances and acts without superiority, without a sense of being right about everything, and are humble before the sophistication and beauty of other ways of doing business, other ways of of life, of doing communities. I think that is the way we build a better world where people can be more prosperous in a whole lot of ways, including financially prosperous. I believe that's got to be the future for us. And interestingly, I had a conversation with a student who was from South Korea at one point, and I asked him how his summer holiday had gone, and he said he was finding it quite interesting to be at home and to do the various things that he was doing. And I said, okay, well, tell me, Roger, at what age do you vote in South Korea? And this is in front of a bunch of other students who had thought this was just another student in the school. And Roger said, well, actually, I voted 19 years of age. And I said, well, that's a curious age, Roger. That's a year older than everybody else. He said, no, because in South Korea, when I'm born, I'm 1 year old. Immediately, the people around the table, it was a lunchtime, I was offering at my house for about 12 or 15 students. They were amazed that South Korea thought differently about the age you're born, about the age therefore that you vote. I said, Roger, what floor of the building are we on here? Oh, okay, this is the ground floor. He said, no, we don't do that sort of thing in South Korea. 1, floor 2, floor 3. What's this ground floor nonsense? Why do you add an extra word to a numerical analysis? Doesn't make any sense. And of course, it makes ultimate sense. The Russians do the same thing. The South Koreans say the ground floor is number 1, not noughts, whatever strange word we give to it. So that's only a small example, but we need to have young people who have courtesy, who have humility, who have sympathy, who want to learn, who want to celebrate the way other people think. I also think one of the great ways in which schools must do this is to teach not just great thinking so you can pass exams and be knowledgeable in specific areas. We need to teach ethics. We need to teach young people how to think ethically, because you can be the best stockbroker, lawyer, medical person, surgeon, dentist, whatever you want to be. But if you make an ethical error in your career is over. You're finished. Mm-hmm. And unless we have young people who make good ethical decisions professionally and personally, they do not thrive in any professional environment, because we have high expectations of our professionals. I've already explained how important I think it is to have good oratorical skills, public speaking skills. This morning, I've just seen a bunch of 11-year-olds speaking to me about well-being issues, and their public speaking skills were outstanding. And they will be the ways in which they will do business in the future, because they will inspire audiences. They will sell products. They will convince juries in court. They will pitch for business. They will do great work because of their oratorical skills. What else they need? Teamwork and leadership. We have a vast array of leadership preparation in this school here, a vast number of opportunities to be a leader and initiator. And aligned to my year 12, which is my senior year in the school, I see them all at breakfast before they become year 12s. And I say a very startling and frightening thing to them. I say, I can't run this school without a great year 12. I can't do it without you. You're important to me. You're part of the team. You're part of the leadership of this organization. You set the tone. You're now responsible for its values and its way of life. In fact, I so trust these year 12s that I have a number of them. Again, I do a lot of lunches. I make sure I'm hospitable because I like to get to know them really well, inspire them in what they do. And we create this relationship of leadership, which enables the students to feel a strong influence over what the school does in the right way. And then the rigor of their learning with those other values of courtesy, ethics, international mindedness, teamwork, leadership means that we are setting children up not just to get to university, but to be 50-year impact people across the world. And that's the most important task that education does, is to create an evolution in humanity, where a better world will be left behind by these young people because of the complexity and beauty of the education that we've given them.